Hello parents, hello teachers, hello caregivers of children with speech delays or autism. I'm Miss Angela and I'm back with another video that's going to help you teach your child how to communicate effectively. Before your child can use words to tell you what they want, they can learn how to point. So in this video, we're going to teach our child how to point. So to do this lesson, you need 3 items. You need yourself, you need the child, and then you need one item that child is motivated to ask for on a regular basis. Now it has to be something that the child wants at that moment. You can't choose something that they like regularly but don't want at that moment. So we're going to take advantage of motivation. When their child is motivated to get something, they're going to be more likely to respond by pointing or using a word. For this example, we're going to use juice because juice or juice box in a sippy cup is something that a child below the age of 3 tends to ask for during the day. But if your child doesn't want juice and they want their milk bottle instead, then you can say milk. Or if they want water, you can say water. It could be anything that the child asks for throughout the day on a regular basis. Now, if what you're experiencing is that the way your child communicates with you is by pulling you to the refrigerator to get the juice that's in there, we're going to do something different. We're going to do something that's going to teach them how to communicate for that juice without pulling you to the refrigerator. So you have to take the juice out of the refrigerator. You're going to put it up high. You can put it on top of the refrigerator, on top of the shelf, but it has to be in a place that they can't reach it and they can't grab it. The next time they pull you to the refrigerator, you're going to take them instead to the juice, make sure that they see where it is, and then you're going to get down on their level so that your eyes are at their level and you're going to ask them, what do you want? Now, after that first step, you don't wait. You immediately take their arm, cover their 3 fingers like this, and then you're going to help them outstretch their arm and point in the direction of the juice. And you're going to say juice. Now, the very last step of this lesson is after they've pointed to the juice and you said juice, you take the juice and you give it to them right away. And since this lesson is just about teaching our child that pointing works for communication, we are not going to wait when we ask them, what do you want? And we're not going to wait after they point and we say juice. We're just going to give it to them right away. Because to wait would mean that you're expecting them to respond or to say something. But remember, this is a child who does not use words to communicate. So they're not going to magically start talking just because you've showed them one time that that's juice and one time that they do this with their arms. So no waiting. After you ask them, what do you want? Immediately shape their hand to point. After you say juice, immediately give them the juice. Do not wait. Remember, the lesson is about teaching them, about showing them how communication works. Our child is learning a lot in this lesson. They're learning how to listen when we say, what do you want? They're listening to that. They're learning how to point. They're learning the name of the item that they're asking for. And then they learn that they get the item right away after they go through this procedure. The listening, the pointing, and the saying of the name of the item. If you want to see your child start making progress and start pointing, then you need to be consistent. You need to repeat this as many times as you can throughout the day. And then you need to be consistent with it. So the next time your child pulls you to the refrigerator, well, you've already started teaching them that there's a better way to communicate. We don't want to fall back into that habit. So you should let everyone in your family know that if he or she pulls you to the refrigerator, let's not do that. Let's take the juice, ask them, what do you want? Shape their hand to point, say juice, and give it to them right away. Because if mom is doing one thing and dad is doing another and grandma's doing yet another thing, then the child gets confused. So the most important thing is repetition, so they get to practice this and see how it works. And then also consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. So even when you're frustrated, even when you're tired, even when you are just losing it and you're like, just give him the juice so he can stop crying, you need to be consistent. Families, I hope this helps. If you have chosen an item, let me know in the comments so I can know what item you're using. And if it's working, please let me know. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.